a bad result, something that was not what you were hoping for, and as an adverse effect of the decision making that you had, that's going to create or invite the opportunity for you to give yourself negative confirmations. You're going to give yourself reasons to solidify and immortalize that as a terrible experience. It was painful. It was embarrassing. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. One of the things that you're going to hear me say a lot in the videos, the boring parts that most people don't like to hear, is that you have to understand yourself, know yourself, and, or as it's said many ways, it's know thyself. And unfortunately, that's an endeavor that most of us don't want to do, but that's a very critical part of finding consistency. It's very hard for young men to encounter this, and they resist it. They want to hold the opportunity to blame someone else or something else as the outward interference to them succeeding, not them just simply not doing what's required or expected. And there's no shortcuts, and I don't sugarcoat it at all. And unfortunately, that turns off a lot of people because they want it right now, real quick and short to the point. And they discover, chasing other approaches or shorter methods that promise, profitability. They can't do it. They might have flash in the pan, one-hit wonders here and there, but that's not consistency. And my aim as a mentor is to teach you how to find your consistency, not mimic mine or try to keep up with other people on social media, but you're trying to find your own lane and stay in it. So the way you do that is understanding and determining, very painfully for most people, what your personal weaknesses are. And that's an ugly area in everyone's life that we want to try to pretend doesn't exist, because every one of us have a weakness. And, every single one of us has a frailty, something that brings a reason for ruin. And I mentioned in, I don't know if it was 2 spaces ago, where I covered, like, for young men, if their personal relationships are always plagued with, drama and such, your trading's going to be very bad, because you're not being responsible in your relationship, and you're going to bring those same character flaws into a method of making money that requires discipline. You have to be like a machine. Like, you have to be so objective about what it is you're doing and understanding where you will mess up, what makes it or what invites recklessness in you. And as a young man, I didn't want to identify on any of those things initially, when I had many reasons to have that. Failed marriage, troubled upbringing, parents didn't want have anything to do with me. And I used all those things as a chip on my shoulder. And I wanted to have an instant gratification in the marketplace to replace that pain. And it doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, a lot of the sugar-coated shit that you see in this industry kind of caters to that. Hey, buy my course, buy my shit. I'll teach you how to trade in 2 months or 3 months, and you'll be able to, make a lot of money and be part of the 1% crowd. And you find that that's not true, because they themselves haven't even mastered themselves. The teachers, the educators, but they put this mask on and hide it. I don't ever wear a mask like that. I literally come out here, and every time I talk to you, I'm talking from real world experience, embarrassments, failures, things I've done, blown accounts. I don't ever hide any of that stuff, because you all have to endure those types of things and figure out what it is that's going to cause you ruin, what is going to derail you. And before you can ever find winning consistency in your trades, you have to identify those character flaws. Many of you might be using alcohol. Many of you might be doing drugs, recreational or whatever you want to call it. That's going to have an impediment in your ability to be consistent, because you're changing the state of your focus, your lucidness. You're not going to be at optimal levels if you're doing things like that. And if you do drink excessively, you should not be in front of your computers. You shouldn't be doing anything like that. And you shouldn't be inviting, let me say it clear, because I don't think I said it clear enough. You should not be inviting substance abuse into your trading. And I have students that have wrestled with that, and they tried to ignore it and they hid it from me when they were telling me they were having problems with finding consistency and saying, I can see it after the fact, but it frustrates me. I can't do it then. And come to find out, they have been wrestling with alcoholism. And you can't ignore it. Like, that's a big elephant in the room. And maybe that doesn't fit you or your problem. And all of us have a problem. All of us have a kink in our armor that it may not be a big deal to anyone on the outside, but for us that have to deal with it, it's like a rock in your shoe. You can't run the fastest. You can't stand on good footing because it hurts. It's painful. And it's a distraction from whatever you're doing. So if that's an endeavor that you're fearful of, you need to get over that. Find out what it is that is a problem for you. It may be codependency. You may need to be with someone for, companionship. And if you don't have it, it makes you lonely. It makes you feel anxious. And it's going to do what? It's going to cause you to do things in the marketplace to replace that. Replacing those negative experiences, that fearful stuff. And unfortunately, there's not enough said about this in the trading space because, again, like I said many times before, it forces the viewer or reader, if it's a book, to take a personal assessment on themselves. And they're not going to like what they find. When you take personal inventory and you have to do an evaluation on yourself, where am I a problem? Where do I keep making problems for myself? Where do I invite drama? Where do I cause recklessness in decision making? Where am I impulsive? That type of thing. For the ladies, and I'm not trying to just beat up on the guys here, I know my wife is an impulsive buyer. Like, if I give her a credit card and she goes out to the store with a list of things, I say, okay, go get this and don't get anything else. Okay, well, what that means. I'm not getting everything on the list because she's seen something else that she wants to get, and it's better for us to have that. And then 20 other things. Oh, I saw this thing. Look at this. This was 40% off. Yeah, I could have saved the other 60% if you didn't buy that. Okay, that's a better deal. That's the better savings. Okay, but women generally tend to be impulsive as a spender, and that might be a problem, not for many, but it may be a problem for female traders that become impulsive about doing something beyond what they took out of the marketplace. And what do I mean by that? I have women that I've trained, and a few of them, Grazi, shout out to you. She's in our private mentorship, and I hate saying that. I wish I could have just paused myself there, because when I do this, it seems I got a tweet the other day. You're teasing us about your private mentorship, and then you say nobody can join. But I'm trying to wind that down. I don't do videos for them, and I'm actually doing all my teachings publicly now. So they're in this group with you, learning. So, but Grazi, she's in our forum, and she's just a dynamo. Like, I'm very proud of her. And what I'm about to say is not directed to her. And to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't even know if it was a case for her or not. I just know that she does very well, and she makes it public in our forum. She walks the walk, and no bragging, very, very consistent. And I'm just very, very proud as a mentor. And she's doing it with real money. So there you go. And all the other students love her too. So she's an Aussie, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to the blokes down there that you got one from your homeland that's killing it in my mentorship, and she's a lady. But I have other ladies in my mentorship that get upset that they find a trade, they get something out of it, they profit, and then they beat themselves up by getting out too early because they second guessed it, and they become impulsive about going right back in one more time, and then being scared of the normal little retracement that maybe just simply return to a small little fair value gap on a lower time frame that they're not even aware of, because they're regretting getting out early. And this might be something that some of you men are actually encountering too, and finding yourself being impulsive. Like, I want to get that too. This was enough. And it doesn't make a difference that you bailed out. If you have to grow into understanding how to hold on to positions, and you're not going to do it right from the first trade. No one learns how to hold a trade to full target by being able to do it the first time. Like, it doesn't, that's like knowing it already, right? But unfortunately, our brains as human beings would like to convince ourselves that, we can do it in a shorter span of time. We can do it faster than someone else. And that's the cup of tea right now. Everybody wants to learn ICT stuff quicker, shorter to the point. And then I guarantee you, you're not going to get the results you're looking for. You're going to have to go right back through all this stuff I've told you to do. And that's where your consistency is going to be found and derived from. But if you're finding yourself being impulsive and trying to go back in to get a little bit more of the move that you didn't hold on for, that's showing you a character flaw. You're being impulsive. You're not being content with enough. Now, for those who have been following me for a long time, when you hear me or read many times in my tweets, I'll say, be content with enough. I'm reminding you that if you take something, that's better than a loss. And you engaged, you have experience now. And that impulsiveness that caused you to get out of the trade early because of either fear or anxiety, or you just can't handle it. Or you've had recently a string of bad trade ideas that didn't pan out. Your demo account just in drawdown, you want to build it back up a little bit. You want to just have a win. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. It's actually one of the better things to do is, as soon as you feel like you're feeling anxious after a losing streak and you feel that tendency, I got to close it, I feel nervous, close it. And then watch the rest of it. And then log it like you took the whole trade. And then remind yourself that my idea panned out and I had to leave the position because I am growing in my trust. Now, notice that I said those words and not, I can't believe I bailed on this trade again. I'm so stupid. This is so dumb of me. I'm never going to get this. I'm so frustrated. You see the difference? And that's why I don't like to see people doing that in their tweets to me, because if they screw up, how you handle your screw up, your mistake, is going to set the path for you in your development and your consistency. Because if you're impulsive and then you get a bad result, something that was not what you were hoping for, and as an adverse effect of the decision making that you had, that's going to create or invite the opportunity for you to give yourself negative confirmations. You're going to give yourself reasons to solidify and immortalize that as a terrible experience. It was painful. It was embarrassing. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. Versus, okay, this is what I did. This is why I did it, and this was the aim of why I was doing it, and it's not a bad thing. Now, if you do something impulsively, and you had a stop loss, and then you change the stop loss and start moving it around like a neophyte and opening it up more. You ever see me do that in my trade examples? No. I'm only taking the trade stop loss and narrowing the risk as the trade moves in my favor. My position is reducing the risk. I'm not opening myself up to more risk unless I'm pyramiding, and then I'm adjusting the stop relative to that new pyramid entry because of the new equity increase, or not equity increase, but the amount of leverage being used. But I'm actively managing that stop. But in this example, if you were to take a trade and you move the stop loss to a larger risk because you are afraid that you're going to get stopped out, that is something that you need to tell yourself. If you get stopped out with a larger stop loss being hit, you need to go into your journal and say, I made the mistake of not following the rules about opening my stop loss up. And this was a reminder of why the rules are to be followed. Something like that is not kicking you in the gut and driving the air out of your lungs and leaving you, demoralized. You're being responsible. You're holding yourself accountable in your journal. You're not sharing this online. You're not saying, hey, ICT, this is what I did. Blah, blah. You're not reporting to me. Those types of things go in your journal. You're winning things and you're losing things. Those things are recorded for your benefit. That book, that trading book that you're building with your journal, that's the best trading book you're ever going to read, because it's built on real experience and your unique perspective on the markets through your eyes, your personality brought into it, your unique experience. And it's unique to all of us. And that's the wonderful thing that I find so fascinating as a mentor, that I have so many diverse backgrounds and cultures and folks from all around the world that are doing it. And they all do it just a little bit different. And that makes it uniquely theirs. And I love that. So you got to know yourself. And it's a scary endeavor. And if you've been avoiding it, you need to just roll your sleeves up and say, okay, on a weekend, just evaluate what it is that you spend your time thinking about. Do you worry about making money, not making money? Are you going to get it? Are you obsessively thinking about, the worrisome idea of failing at this? Instead of doing that, you need to put yourself in a mindset where you're studying and looking at old things that you recorded in your journal. As soon as you feel like a negative wave is coming over top of you, you feel like something like doubt, concern that you're never going to get this, go back and look at old price moves that you have in your journal. That's the benefit of having a journal, and where you got it right. That's such an encouragement, because it's not like reading someone else's book or watching my video or watching my examples where I'm taking the trade. I know a lot of you like to live vicariously through me and my examples, but that only lasts for the video. When you have done something and you've either tape read, when you study price action without pushing a button, demo, or even a live account, and you're just studying price action or taking a demo, and you log that experience in your journal and you record it in your own words that this panned out exactly like I was expecting. It's so encouraging to see these types of things coming forward in my development. You want to be very positive in your journal. All your journal entries need to be positive. You want to be able to feel like you can't wait to go back and read them again. They're personal love letters to yourself. They're encouraging to yourself. No one's going to encourage you like you want them to do. Even me. I'm not there when you push a button. And when you do the funded account challenges, or you get a big withdrawal and you got money coming in your hands for real, I can like your post, I can retweet it, but that stops moments after that. And you might see other people come in and be a flurry of other people liking it and saying, hey, way to go, I'll be with you soon. That's encouraging, but that only lasts for so long. Unlike a trading journal that tracks your development, where you have real occurrences, where you yourself have done the work, you saw the setup coming and it panned out. When you have hundreds or more of those examples, and it doesn't take long to get them, but you have to do the work of logging it, recording it, studying it, and then seeing that you did it right that many times in the past. And then when you do it wrong, how infrequent that is, and how that becomes even less infrequent doing it wrong over time. That's the advantage of doing these things consistently and following the process. So having that mindset going in, that one trade idea is not your entire career, and it won't break you, and how you won't look at that as a way of inviting ruin to yourself. So knowing yourself, removing those weaknesses, or at least trying to keep them from influencing your trading decisions, that's important.
Hello. How are you guys? Father, I thank you. Father, I glorify you. Lord, I honor you and adore you. Thank you for your mercy, your love, and your compassion. Spirit of the living God, lead us and guide us in this session. May we be tuned to your frequency, Lord, in Jesus' mighty name. I thank you, Father. Amen and amen. Hello, 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 hello. My name is Valentine. Welcome back to Valley Trace. And I'm back like not your father. Your father ran away. He never came back. He's gone. Gone. Okay, guys. I'm thinking you know what I'm looking for? A retracement to the upside. So I don't know. Is it gonna come after we sweep off this low, or is it gonna happen velo cause we swiped this low? I knew we're gonna have a consolidation here because of this level. I took last week's low to last week's high, and then yeah, you see the 75% level, it consolidated, then went 50% level, consolidated, left 0.25, consolidated. So now I wanna see what's this opening range gap, open of this and the closing of yesterday. This one, yeah. Let's see if it's gonna reach. If it's not gonna reach 25%, then we continue. We're gonna come all the way down here, and then I'm thinking, tomorrow, that's when we're gonna, or in the afternoon session, we're gonna come back, because once it gets here, I don't believe it's gonna like spiral down, because it's been basically falling the whole day. Yeah, that's why now I'm just looking for mina ngithi 1 bayanyamalala, 2 ngaboshabalala, izinto entenzama ngabanyamalala, mina ngithi 3 ayakhalakhala, khalaman wena, what's wrong with you? 55, this up close candle, close of the up close candle only. So this is where we are now. This is the this is the opening range gap. So this is 25% of the opening range gap from today's opening to yesterday's close. Alright, so we wait. Today is another waiting game. Well, what happened yesterday? Here's first presented fair value gap 427. Let's sell. Wait, not now, dog. Wait. You know what, ne? These things were never there. No. When did this thing appear? I think 15, yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, yes. I was asking myself, no, didn't I know? Even these first presented fair value gaps, I need to clean them up. Everything is just all over. Nope, not true. What's today? Tuesday. Tuesday what? 17/08. Hey guys, August flew. Bella, just yesterday August was mfethu. August flew, dog. Mfana. August left like your father, dog. Didn't even say goodbye. Since he said he's gonna buy bread and milk, he's still not back. I'm hungry now, dog. And I ate. what, an hour ago, if I'm not mistaken. You know my 5 minutes. So if we're going back up now, currently, I would expect 850. We have this BCB, and then you know what we might do, because there's no news, like there's no relevant news today. There's no news driver today. Nothing to drive price to wherever it needs to go. What is Trump? There are no talks or conversations going on or scheduled with the Islamic Republic of Iran. It remains in full force. Mina ngithi 1 bayanyamalala, 2 ngabagalagala, ngabagalagala. Mina ngithi 3 these people, I don't know, I'm there. I just wanted to see this, and then there's no, even you can see, like, there's no hard, like, pending home sales month to month. Man, what are we doing with home sales? Nasdaq slides over 1% at the open as US 30-year hits over 2-decade high, or 30-year yield. Don't even know what that thing is, though. Bitcoin, Home Depot, Nasdaq slides. Nokia stock falls on report of China operations closed. The alleged win spot on foreign neighbor cyberspace count 400 million. Analysts Tesla Motor receives install investment bank Canada. Man, it's just another boring Tuesday. Is this the FU candle? The first 15 minutes, you see this rejection candle. I can bet all the way to 50% if you're going up. London highs, because we already took London lows, so I would say London high when let me wait, but I'm still saying London highs. Let me do this. No, let me do the 1 hour 8. Which one is the London high? This one. I would say this is my target. This is my target for today. Why not cheese girl? So that's my target. If you're going up, that's my target. If you're going down, this is my target. Low hanging fruits, my dog. Low hanging fruits. There's nothing inside there, at least there's a smaller relative you call lows. too. You know, there's this. Yeah. Yeah. Let me drink my water. Oh, I see what we just did there. We took out the initial high, the opening high. This is what Khosi always told me. Wait for it to gonna do the first high and then okay, you know what? Let me wait, cause I know what I'm looking for. Let me not go against what I said I'm looking for. Let me wait to see what I'm looking for will happen. Yeah, you can take a sell there. You can take a sell there. I'm looking for retracements back to the upside, dog. That's what I'm looking for. I can go with it to the downside, but what the hell? Hey guys, let me hear what they have to say about Monaga.
I don't know if you guys saw the clip. I was going viral for saying it's better to have an absent dad than a present dad that's not a good.
That's a bum.
That's, I mean, the way she worded it is not a good father figure. But then when she explained was essentially a bum.
Okay.
Like, respectfully, I'm not calling you your dad. I was just like, yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's
I've seen both sides of the coin, right? Not
Okay.
from a personal perspective, but from two people that I know, where the one had an absent father, right? But that was just it. The father was absent, and you could only have your anger and resentment to that, and you left it at that, right? There wasn't like sort of this wave of being triggered. Then I had another friend of mine called me up this weekend, and he was like, "Dude, I actually think I hate my dad, bro." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude, for the past 28 years, damn, for the past 28 years of my life, this man has put our family through living hell." He said he's seen his mother have to struggle. He said he's seen his siblings look at him as the father figure because his dad is there, but he's not a dad. You know what I'm saying? He said it's emotionally triggering. One
Hey.
thing that I
Guys, love your dads. Your dad is your dad. Me, I don't care what he has done. He's still my father. He's still my father. You know, when I said bye on this candle, and then your thing should come here. Guys, my dad is my dad. There's no manga business. Hey, what, hey, what, wash. Let's all be adults, guys. I mean, we are adults now. We grown ups, you know. My dad wasn't present. I didn't grow up with my dad. I knew who he was. I know who my dad is, but we didn't grow up in the same house. Him and my mom got, when did they separate? Man, I was still a boy, dog. I was still a baby, dog. Yo. Yeah, when they decided to end their thing, I was still a boy, dog. Because it's before my young brother. And my young brother came 6 years after me. So it should be 2 years before my brother. I think it should be 2 years before my brother. Because we moved to Rustenburg on when I was like, what, I think 99. Yeah, I think 99, that's when we moved. Because it was me and them. My sister was still with my grandmom. And, bruh, my mom would speak ill about my dad, but not that ill, because there are other women, eh? Comparing to what she said and what other women say, my mom did nothing, dog. I think it just came from a place of being hurt. Yeah, you thought you're gonna spend the rest of your life with this person, jiggy, things happen. Hey, like, it's that thing of, I gave my life to this guy. Now the guy is leaving me with these kids, 2 kids, and I don't know who was a friend who was advising her at the time, because now we didn't get to see. Well, in the beginning we saw our dad, but as time went by, we couldn't. I don't know if she blocked him from seeing us, or was it because he relocated. But it wasn't that bad, man, because we still knew who dad was. We still visited dad. We still, yeah, man, we still had sleepovers with him. Even when he moved back to Freiburg, where I was born, there was a time we visited him. Yeah, only I think when he was in Maftown, we didn't get to see him. Hey, man, yeah, crazy dynamics, dog. Because as kids, holidays, we get shipped to grandmom's place, mother's side. Last time I went to my father's side, when my grandparents were alive, was nearly Christmas. Was it Christmas or New Year, dog? Yo, that's a long time ago. 20 years ago, dog. Plus 20 years ago. Maybe 21, 22 years ago. And my grandparents died. Who died in 2006? Was it my granddad? And then 2005 was my grandmom, and then 2004 was my aunt, my dad's youngest sister. So 3 years in a row, like there were funerals, 3 years in a row, dog. My dad's youngest sister, his mom, and then the father, 3 years in a row. I remember that because at least I was like 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 8, 9, 10. So I still remember. Because I also remember yo, guys. I remember there was a time, was it my grandmom or granddad, dog, passed away. So now, I didn't know this, dog. I've always had this mind. I don't know why, but I actually was writing down a letter to submit to school, to my school teacher, telling her that weekend I won't be available. I mean, that Friday I won't be coming to school because I'm going to my grandfather or my grandmother's funeral. Dog, that's not even my responsibility. That's my parents' responsibility. But me, I was already doing those things, dog. Grade 4, no, man. 10 can't be grade 4, man. Maybe grade 5, grade 6, somewhere there. 4, 5, or 6, somewhere there. Yeah. Grade 4, grade 5, or grade 6, somewhere there. might be earlier, but somewhere there in that period. Brother. So that was the last time. Also, I went to the last time I also went there was when, like, before getting older, was my grandfather's funeral, because he was the last one who passed away. And then I still knew my dad. Would still see him, 2010 World Cup. I think 2009, before the World Cup, 2009, he moved to Pretoria. I was in grade what? Grade 8. Yeah. Grade 8. I was in grade 8. He moved to Pretoria. I didn't know he was staying. 2010. We would see him, dog. He would come, like, not like come to visit us, but when he's passing by, he would stop by the house, greet us, and then vibe. It was not nice, dog. I remember there was a time when I was in high school, grade 11, between grade 10 and grade 11. A bunch of us, dog, these cheese boys. Hey, man, I get the cheese boy. Hey, me, I was not a cheese boy, but I was in that mix. When Drake, no, I think it's grade 12. When Drake released Nothing Was to Say. No, this is after. This is first year. Either grade 12 or first year. When, worst. Motherfucker never loved us. Never loved us. I know that. Still ask up James with a toothbrush. Shit. Niggas still playing my host, nigga. But yo, it's like the police, that's the next question. Nigga, we don't know shit. You get. Yeah, so we would sing that song because we didn't have our dads, though. All of us were living with single parents. But yeah, man. Damn, dog. Yo. I remember when my sister's metric dance, dog, prom night, for those in America. Dog, everything was properly planned. And, hey, dog, when it was my turn, dololo. That thing hurt me, dog. Like, it chowed me inside, dog. Like, there's a lot of things that chowed me when I was still young, dog. Like, I was like, no ways that my dad loves me, dog. If I'm gonna be treated like this, I mean, from time to time, I feel like it even now. I don't think I've actually healed from it. Because even now, just calling my dad now, I've been saying I'm gonna call him for the past 2 weeks. Even now, I'm still calling him. And like, not past, last time we spoke was 10 days ago. On the 8th. Because I was supposed to go home, his home, where he comes from, It's my home also. I wanna go that side, go hear something, mola le mola, and I was like, that was the last time we spoke, this year. It was 10 days ago. But that thing hurt, dog. That thing hurts like, yo. What's painful is like, in the environment I'm in, I see a lot of fathers. Plus, I'm grown now, so obviously I will see those things, though. I see my pastor with his boys, my bishop with his boys, and I'm like, ish, dog, what up, like, in tongue, like, what, like, which one is this? What are we, like? Which one is this one? What are we? It's painful, dog. I guess it's traumas that we've never healed from at the end of the day, cause yeah, man, I still get those feelings, dog. Like, why is my dad not calling me? Why is he not texting me? Why is he not checking up on me, dog? Am I the only one who's supposed to check up on him? Yeah, wow. I know he checks up on his wife and his kids, but am I not his kid? Like, Yo, man, a lot of things are going through my mind, but after all, I'm like, man, that nigga's still my dad, dog. I still love him, no matter what. I still love that guy, dog. He's my dad. I come from his nutsack. I come from his nutsack, dog. That's my dad, dog. That's my ride or die. No matter what happens, I know that nigga has my back. No matter how painful I've experienced this life thing without him, with him, I've never stayed with that guy for more than a month since I've like growing up. The only time I stayed with him more than a month was when I was a baby, literally when I was born. Since they separated with my mom, I've never. There's a time I stayed at his house after varsity when I was working my second job, but he was not there. Because when I got the job to come work this side, he got the job to go work another side. You see, and there was a time COVID. I went to his side. We stayed for like a month. Yeah, it was August actually. It was this month. Yeah. It was August. Yeah, August. I think I stayed with him for 2 months or a month and a half. Yeah, it was August. So, amen. I love my dad, though. I believe women are delusional, though. Especially if they didn't receive a love of a father. Like my mom was a princess. My mom is a daddy's girl, though. Even though the dad passed away 2 years before I was born. Yeah, 94. Yeah, I think he passed away 94. 94, 95. 94, 2 years before I was born. She was the princess. Every sibling of theirs will tell you, this is the princess, daddy's princess. So, man, you won't hear my mom bad mouthing women. I mean, man. Even my sister, dog, as much as my sister didn't grow up with a dad, I've never heard. I think maybe because she grew up with guys. Yeah, my sister grew up with guys, dog. She was the female. You know those girls who are the only girls in the group of guys. That's my sister. So, hey man, these influencers who don't respect their dads and their mothers are just there, like I bet you their mothers are in this also. You find out the mother is like, yeah, when I speak bad about your father, really he left, blah blah blah. This is the guy who gave life to you. Don't tell me, hey, I was in my mother's womb for 9 months. Before you were even in your mother's womb for 9 months, your mother just carried you. What brought you to life? Because the moment you are conceived, the moment that heartbeat starts developing, the moment you are a fetus or whatever it's called, I love this rejection. The moment you are a fetus or whatever it's called, you are a living, breathing human being, still in your mother's womb. So your dad, actually, your father, brought you to life, made you. Your mother just carried you, just delivered you into this world. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's just how it is. Guys, respect your dads. Maybe I'm speaking like this because I'm a guy. I love my dad, you know. But respect your father, guys. respect your dads. That nigga brought you to life. Mina ngithi 1 bayanyamalala, 2 kabushabalala, mina ngenza umzabalala. Mina ngithi 3 kalabantu you think my bias will my target, if you're coming for previous week low, will happen? No man, not coming, going back up to the upside. What time? Because currently all the confirmations is that we continue to the downside. You see this, we didn't get to reach 25% of the opening range gap, and I believe we are done with this. So now we're coming here for 24.6. 24.6 ne? Guys, me I don't play that game. Me, I love my dad. He has sold me to the whoever. He's the one who sold me. I'm not the one who sold him. Yeah, it's still my nigga. It's still my nigga. That's still my guy. And I think, sometimes I forgot who I saw this from. Sometimes I think my misjudgment or misrepresentation or lack of trusting, I believe in God, dog, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I have my small doubts here and there. I'm like, this guy was like, woman, it's like, most people who did not grow up with a father find it difficult, not all, most, some, find it difficult to trust God because they have daddy issues, and God is called to our Father. I'm not saying it's very like that. That's what I'm happy. That's what's happening to me. I'm just saying, there's some kind of truth to it. Because when they said those words, I'm like, I can attest to this. Because sometimes I have my own doubts, But and then I realized, man, this is normal, dog. Everyone has doubts. From here to there, people have doubts, dog. Hey, let me check something. People have doubts. So yeah, man. It goes to those things that not everything is everything. There are unhidden truths, unknown knowns and known unknowns. I don't know what I'm saying currently. But yeah, man. Which one is this one? Wait. Okay. No, 1 minute. Looking for 1 minute. This one. times 2. 32. Not bad, man. And this. Mara, you know I get hurry. With this, I would say yeah, times 3. You know what I was thinking yesterday when I was laying on my bed there, dog. Oh, things are dog, like my stomach is, I need a 6-9. If I can have, you see this move, ne? Obviously I would have entered on this. This is that 150. What's this? 40 pips. Let me see how much. What's my stop loss for 40 pips? $2. So I wanted like 2.5, $2.50. That's 50 pips. So if I can get a stop loss of 50 pips, because I need the room. So this is a 1 to 3, because it's 1A. This is a 1 to 3 R3. I'm risking $2.50 to gain 7.5, and then what's 50 pips is 2. Man. So that one will be a 1:1. This one 50 to 50, it's a 1 to 1. I lose 2.5, I gain 2.5. And then obviously, but another thing is like the market won't always go like 150 pips. It can. It can, but you know the market is the market, dog. You can just reverse now, because already when I've taken partials, I lower my risk, because I don't want to be playing with my money, dog. I don't want to be playing with my money. Bitch, better have my money. Pay me what you owe me. Hey, man, this is what? 400 pips, 500, dog. 500, because this is from this number here. That's from the opening, not from the high. It's just from the opening. And this is the target. My stomach. with Nasdaq you do short day trading, because anything can happen, dog. These other ones, yeah, you can do long term, like your synthetics, your what's this, your currencies, and it depends which currencies are we talking about. I think Nasdaq, gold, oil, these other ones, bruh. It's a problem, because you are there chilling, dog, and then next thing niggas are bombing each other. So if I want to put 1,000 rands, 1,019, Jesus, you can't trade with this thing, dog. Well, I can. Thing is, before it hits previous week low, it will retrace again. I don't know. The only retracement here is to come back to this CB or the high of the gap. Happy birthday to you, happy So if we wanna retrace back up, is this gonna still be my target? I think once we come here, the reasonable target would be this high, then the opening high. Okay, it's 8 o'clock high. Yeah, this would be, but yeah, how's this going to close? This candlestick. If it gives me enough room to I might as well just slide down with it. If it gives me a proper situation. So my JP Markets account, I can't trade stocks, and they don't have there they have it's written 24 hours. Let me check. Brent, oil, silver, gold. Crypto, Bitcoin, XRP. Where is XRP? But I once bought XRP. COVID. Hey, COVID, I did a lot of things though. think it was where it was now when I bought it. That's a long time ago, man. That was during COVID. Bitcoin was popping, dog. So well, I know I can't trade store these things. So I was testing it with my, I think there we go. There is the signal for the sale. There hasn't been a fair value gap since we opened for the silver bullet on the 5-minute chart. Happy birthday to you. Yo, dog, my jacket is smelling of my girl, dog. Yo, every time she brings back this jacket, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smell her the whole week. Why is the 5-minute not showing me anything, dog? Look. Monthly. Okay. It's undecided, dog. Weekly. There's this BCA. Oh. I need to go to the bathroom, dog. And not to take a piss, but to sit down and read some newspapers. See? Daily. For now I can say this target, if you continue going down, this, I don't know, we're in the middle of the month though. But we've been going down the whole day, yo. Okay, 15 minutes, no, 1 hour. Where's my next target for the hour? Do you think this was it? This 30-minute relative equal lows? Happy birthday to you. Mm. Here's the only inefficiency here. This Malayana CV. This, if it goes back like up, this would be a perfect illustration of low-hanging fruits. Low-hanging fruit if it goes all the way up. I'm telling you. Why am I only seeing this now? Yes. This acting as inversion. We tipped, went up, came down. Changing state of delivery. I don't know those things though. Me, I just low, high, lower, low, or low, high, lower, low. You know. One, two, three. Did I see it on the 3 or on the 5 minute? I think I saw it on the 5-minute chart. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at this solar dog. Guys, I can take it out. I just want to see something. Bah. Was it clip? And then clip. So there's because well I'm looking for this target. That is London High, ne? Yeah. Eish. Mina ngithi 1 bayanyamalala. 2 kabukalaka. If it comes back, it comes back, my dog. It can never be right always. You can try though. You know. You can try. But the reason I'm also aiming for that buy side, this target, is because we've been going down all day since yesterday, my dog. Can do partials. How much is this? It's too low. Below this BC. Yeah, it's like 1:3, dog. That's cool. Yeah, you see, even here it's below the BC. Alright, this was on the 3 minutes, ne? The entry was based on the 3-minute candle, where it was at that current time. Nakere 1, bayanyamalala. 2, kabashabalala. Kalawan, tunaman, tunaman, tinganan, tinganan, tinganan. Suman, churugan, pagaman, tinganan. Alright. Now we wait. It's not a huge stop loss, 80 pips. But you heard me, guys, that Kewatla London highs. I need to eat my dog. I need to chow. See, even this side, I would be targeting. Let me do this. Let me see. Okay, that one is far dog. Remember, we're just looking for is it confluence or whatever the word is, dog. You are good, you are kind, you are faithful, we praise your name. You are good, you are kind, you are faithful, we praise your name. You are good, you are kind, you are faithful, we praise your name. They say the market rewards the patient.
The reason why they got attention this year is because of Casper West. That was a good move they made.
Not Tyler.
Nah, Casper West.
Why is Tyler trending number one and
I'm
not Casper?
coming. So for me, it's like you're gonna announce a winner, and you're not gonna announce who's the winner up against.
You praise Nancy C. You praise his management all the time. That same management is now riding Tyler's coattails.
I know you
Tyler saved Nancy C's managers' careers.
I was smoking up in someone's house, a very rich guy, big politician. When these niggas allegedly got paid and signed DNAs.
NDAs. Okay, yes. DNA never lies. Yes.
NDA is black.
No. NDA isn't that.
Some of them were not even named, dog. They just say, hey, we're South African artistic.
That's telling everyone who's there,
Nah,
bro.
what the fuck?
She said, I stand on top of all of your shoulders. My success is because of you.
So
You have
Tyler, get
inspired
my Luna.
each and every single move that I make. Make no mistake, I will never misrepresent you as South Africans. And that's what South Africans needed to hear. That's it. No.
Hey, ndiyavuka ngomzansi. Where is this market going to, vele? Can they Hey guys, I finally released the new album. Ooh, what a dope album that is, dog. That's a dope album. And I said I'm not gonna be here for a long time. Bangibana for the first time. What? Hey. So it's officially going down. We shut it down, down, down. I was talking alone, guys. You? Am I audible now? Let me cough. Cause wow. Hey. Hello? Hello? Oh, there we are. Okay, you know why I would believe why I would return? Here's the short-term high. I mean, 1 minute is different, but 1 minute should be this one. I don't know, man. But this looks like it's coming down here. In the next 10 minutes. Oh, 20, 25, 15. Yeah, 25. Yeah, dog. It's too much. 1 minute here talking. Oh, this is today's first president. It's actually today's. I thought it's one of these, dog. Hey, you see, when you're not, when I don't have real money on the table, I don't even pay attention to these things, dog. Yeah, get I might get toilet and van because wow. Yeah. 'Ulungile Where's Patrick? You are good. You are kind. You are faithful. We praise your name. You are good. You are kind. You are faithful. Bambino, inside my dog. Okay, I'm closing this thing off top. Right here. I'm closing it off right there.
We're short looking for this move down towards that 530, 540 area.
I'm closing it off right there. Right there, my dog, right there. Lean back. Lean back. If it goes up, it goes down, that's fine. As for me, I'm okay, dog. Which one is this one now?
Mi, so, fa, so, mi, do, mi. Lo tiene así, ¿no? Mi, fa, so, que re, mi, fa, so, la, so, mi, re, do, mi, la, so, la, so, ti, do, re, mi, re.
Hey. Yeah. Which one is this one?
Wait.
Yo. To the EFF haters and the experts who predicted from doom for the CIC because of Kadmata, since you're so good at making things trend, please help me make this one. Nkunu Bericele Fanema Semola Pahlane Shadrach Sibia Tlandla Mkwanazi. Which list is this one? Matlala at the time of the filing of the tender was sole directed. So these are all the people. Lots of police people, dog. Damn. 1 meter. Hey, Mr. Msibiwaso was big. No wonder Kat's lawyer spoke at his funeral as a close friend. Yo, which one is this one?
Other chats that appear to there is then an intersection of these chats with other chats that appear to be with Advocate Makosini Msibi, who was the CEO of the then
days. Don't think about it. Don't think too much about it. And then the whole night, dog. Okay, not the whole night, cause me I will sleep. But yeah. This is dope, dog. Yo. What in the world? Amen. Anything is a go on Twitter, dog. Oh. Ah, man. Oh, at least. Anyway, let me go. Let me bounce, guys. Yeah, man. I'm exhausted now. I have a meeting in 2 hours. So let me go and prepare, and then I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, ne? I'll see you all tomorrow. The Diplomat Season 4. Next month, October. But anyway, that's it, guys. Tomorrow is another day, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Good luck and good trading. Shalom.